Okay, to start off, will this video contain sarcasm? Yes. Do I think this cartoon is the best cartoon ever made? Yes. Do I think this cartoon is a little too overhated? Yeah. No, I didn't grow up with this cartoon, nor did I somehow ever catch it randomly at any point in my life. But I'm still going to sit here and defend it because why not? I've got nothing else going on at the moment. Let's go. It was short-lived and immediately forgotten about by all, but over the years, people slowly uncovered it and then started to talk about it on YouTube. The general consensus being that it's fucking awful and should be burnt with fire and forgotten. And I'm not saying that shouldn't happen. I'm just saying maybe we should have a fire extinguisher at the side, you know, just in case. Because there are definitely parts of this show I do like. Now, I know this might be a bit hypocritical coming from someone who's made many videos talking about shows that no one cares about and ripping into them. But when an actual show comes along that is well known and is shit, I jump in and defend it. But fuck you, this isn't communist Russia. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. Fuck off. So I think the biggest thing to address first is definitely the animation. Yes, it's awful. I can't even defend it with some contrived hypocritical statement about how it adds more to the story. It's just plain awful. How they ever got this past anyone amazes me. The lip syncing is awful. The eyes seem to go all over the place. The textures are dull and look worse than Nintendo 64 underwater. I mean, I could try and salvage it and say that at least they got the designs right, but even they struggle with that. I mean, just look at Candy Kong. When has she ever looked like that? Okay, I'm supposed to be defending this show. Okay, aside from the ridiculous animation, what else does it offer in relation to Donkey Kong? Well, nothing really, but in the wise words of Egoraptor,
I don't say this a lot, but let's see how this is a good thing.
Now, till the day I die, I will sit here and always say, on a level, I respect any show that tried to do something completely different with the series, even if that thing is downright awful. Take, for instance, Sonic Underground. Even though I'm so filled with nostalgia that I physically can't call this show bad, I can see that it is very strange and indeed why people don't like it. And even though I don't think it was intentional, this show has nothing to do with the source material. There's now a magical artifact called the Crystal Coconut that can do literally anything. There are brand new characters who are only created for this show. Yes, really. And songs. So many songs. You know what? I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here. Why did so many weird adaptations of classical video games have songs in them? Each episode has its own song, and I've already expressed my love for these in other videos, but I'm still going to talk about them. They're fucking spectacular. If not for their absurdity alone, they're just so catchy, and I say that completely unsarcastically. I have found myself singing along to these songs multiple days after hearing them. These songs also give the show its own feel, which is a polite way of saying it has nothing to do with Donkey Kong and feels very out of place, but they're still good. And so, I now welcome you all to the new premiere of Caslow quickly ranks all the songs he could find and be asked to listen to from the Donkey Kong cartoon.
I'm Candy Kong's clone, we look like we're one and the same.
This one is definitely an A level. I don't think it's an S rank song, but it's definitely catchy and well made and sticks in your head a bit after you've listened to it.
Anything that Donkey Kong can do.
It's funny, but I mean, I'll get into it a bit later, but Diddy's voice in this show is the most annoying thing imaginable. Just bumps it down. I'd say it's about a D rank.
When I was a young lad, my father said to me, Ireland and here and learn some pirate history.
I've never heard this one before, but it does sound quite decent, so probably about a C rank. Nothing else more to say.
Getting all the blame for things I didn't do. Can anybody tell me just what I did wrong?
This song fucking slapped. I have no idea how I've never heard of it, and I have no context on what he's even singing about. You know what? This is definitely S, and I never expected it.
See here, look what you've done now. You have brought the wrath of Inca Dinka Doo on down.
How can such a pretty thing as this make things really go amiss? All I want is Candy's kiss.
The vibes on this song are immaculate, and I love the trumpet in the background and Diddy's fucking ridiculous dances. I'm saying an A.
I'd shower you with coconut cream pies.
Come on. Come on now. They must have known. They must have known. There's no way. You're telling me not one person in that recording studio that day knew? I don't even know where to put this.
I wanna know the secrets that the crystal holds and all the magic power that it brings. I'm the big kahuna, I should know what's going on. Inka Dinka, tell me everything.
Again, the vibes on this song are amazing. Definitely an A.
Doing what I want, you can't see me.
I can see you're driving me crazy.
Floating in and out of thin air makes me feel free. Oh,
You can't get away with this monkey business.
This fucking song. It goes above S rank. It has ascended to the highest possible stature it can. The I actually listen to this unironically rank. So that was my ranking for all the songs, but it perfectly leads on to my next point for this cartoon, and that's the voices. They're weird, but not in a bad way, I don't think. Yes, they're ridiculous and cartoony, but a lot of the characters such as Cranky Kong and Diddy do have pretty accurate voices. Cranky's is old and shrivelly, and the way they present him as a character does make me think, yeah, that's him.
Maybe, maybe not. You didn't touch anything?
Nope, nothing.
Then what's that?
Like I said before, Diddy's voice is ear bleeding, but again, it's pretty accurate to how I imagine his voice would sound like.
Yeah, well, you snap out of it, smart guy. You just gave away the sacred golden banana of Inka Dinka Doo.
The way he acts matches pretty on par as well. He always acts like an annoying little brother to Donkey Kong, which is how I always imagined him to be. Now here's where it gets weird. King K. Rool, who everyone in the show keeps calling King K. Rool as if it's one word, has a bombastic and slightly flamboyant voice that reminds me a lot of Red Guy from Cow and Chicken.
Yes, a curse. It is. Curse your way to the top. Success through voodoo. Tired of looking like a goof. Sick of those pesky hunks showing you up.
Oh, I didn't realize that, Red. And you're not really Red, are you? You're a little lost chicken, aren't you?
Now, King K. Rool is a very expressive and loud character in the games, but this specific voice I just don't think suits him that well. Candy Kong's voice is alright. It's not bad, but it can get a bit draining at times. Or maybe that's just because her whole character is that she moans at Donkey Kong. I don't know. The other side characters who I haven't really mentioned also have good voices, but nothing really to talk about. So last but definitely not least, Donkey Kong. His voice is weird, as in really fucking weird and jarring, and only after reading some comments on YouTube did I actually realise how out of place it is. But at the same time, because this is so far from what you would imagine Donkey Kong to sound like, it basically creates a whole new character for him. So I don't hate it, it's unique, but I can definitely see why people have such a problem with it. And his singing voice that's done by a different person is just fucking amazing. And at the end of the day, it's just fun. This whole cartoon just feels fun. From the songs to the characters to the voices, this whole cartoon just feels fun. You can tell every episode was made with no seriousness whatsoever, at least I hope not. Oh, actually, I'm sorry if the person who made the show is watching and this was actually your passion project and was made for the whole world to enjoy. But I mean, for fuck's sake, your last episode of the show was a clip show. Like, I'm not being funny. Genuinely, they just compiled a bunch of clips from previous episodes and then just played them for this one. Obviously, they tried to weave some kind of story in there. This isn't a Vine compilation, but I just find it so funny how they must have just been so fed up with the show. On the last episode, they just said, fuck it, let's just reuse everything and call it a day. Also, fun fact, did you know this show was not only the one and only show Nintendo has ever done that was 3D, but also it was the first cartoon ever to use motion captured computer generated imagery? Also, another fun fact, this show in Japan had its own line of cards that were for some reason in a 2D art style. I mean, I get it, opening a pack of cards and a kid and seeing this staring back at you probably would put you off for life. And because I'm really enjoying these fun facts, I'm going to read a few more. Apparently there was a direct-to-video movie called The Legend of the Crystal Coconut, which is also confusingly the same name as the 19th episode of the first season, in which this wasn't an actual film, but 4 pirate episodes put together as if it was. Oh my god, pull up the Homer Simpson meme with its skin clipped on its back. And yes, this is real, you can find the film on IMDb as well as the cover for the VHS. And whilst doing research on all this, I came by an interesting discovery. You see, for the IMDb page of this film, like I said earlier, it has this image which I presumed was the cover for the VHS. But then I saw, this is the best animated film since The Iron Giant. And that got my spider senses tingling a little bit, that this cover may have been edited in some way at least. There's no way a movie reviewer said that, and I looked up the company as well and they didn't exist. Then after finding it for sale online, I realised not a single copy of this cover is anywhere, at least not that I could find. At the very least, I found this version, but it doesn't have any of this text on it. So I have no idea where IMDb got this cover from or whether it was edited or not. So if any of you know where this copy is or if it even is real, let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, that was just a small rabbit hole I went down whilst researching this show. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little rambling about this obscure show. I had a lot of fun making it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.